Alright, y'all. It's been a minute, but your boy Fred is back. It's a new year, 2012. Trying to help you guys out. So what we're going to start with, something we've been working with the last week. Yeah, a week and a couple of days. It's going to be how to divide a polynomial. Now, what we're going to focus on today is using long division. Alright? So, like I always do, let me give you a couple steps that you need. So the first couple steps that you need is how we do this. Before I get into giving you these directions, I want to point out some keywords that you may or may not remember how to do. So, first of all, if I do let's say for example, 4 divided by 20. And my answer, of course, is 5. Right? My 4 is my dividend. Right? My divisor is 20. And my answer, which is this right here, is going to be my quotient. Right? Alright? So my dividend is what's on the outside I'm dividing by. The divisor is what I'm actually dividing. And my answer is the quotient. Okay? So knowing that, let's look at these steps. Now once again, 2012, start a new year off right. Let's make sure you understand these steps. Write these steps down if you don't have them fully written in your notes. Make sure you understand each step. We're trying to do something, we're trying to start the year off good and end off on a good note. EOCTs this semester, so we need to make sure we understand everything. Everything. Alright, enough of the preaching. Alright, so, done that. So let's go through these steps. So, first part, we're going to divide the dividend by the divisor, right? To find, of course, like I said, the quotient, which is the obvious, right? Find how many times the divisor goes into the dividend. So, just like regular long division that we did in last year or 6th grade, whichever grade, or even 7th grade, we look and see how many times what I'm dividing goes into the dividend. No, what goes into the divisor, excuse me. How many times the dividend goes into the divisor, right? When I'm done, whatever you draw your line, you do what? Keyword, change your sign. That's why it rhymes. Draw your line, change my sign. Alright? After I'm done with that, I might keep on going. Keep on going until you get a remainder. If I get a remainder, put the remainder over the dividend. Okay? So take whatever I have left over, if I can't divide anymore, and put it over the dividend. So hopefully everyone understands the basic steps. Let's try an example now. Example 5. We're talking about example 5. We're going right into it. So let's start. I'm gonna write in red. I'm writing in red today. This is my dividend, and this is what my divisor is. So 3x plus 3. I'm dividing everything by 6x to the third minus 24x squared minus 51x minus 27. Alright? So, let's change colors so you see what I'm doing. I'm going to go to black. So, I'm going to start with this right here. How many times does 3x go into 6x to the third? I don't know. So you do 6x to the third divided by 3x. What do I get? I should get 2x squared, right? 3 minus this understood 1 is 2. 6 divided by 3 is 2, right? So I get 2x squared. So now I have what this divides into this. Now so I take this number and I go right back into multiply. So 2x squared times 3x will give me 6x to the third. Right? 2x squared times 3, I can't just multiply just the first one, I gotta multiply to the second one. 2x squared times 3 gives me my positive 6x squared. as I said before, draw my line, change my signs, right? So now we got 4 plus 6 gives me 10, right? Carry my 1 gives me 30x squared, right? How many times is 30x? So I get 30x. One last part, I got to bring down my negative 51. Negative 51x. Now, how many times does 30x go into 30x squared? I don't know. What do? Take the 3x squared and I divide it by 3x. And now you'll see I get 10x. So of course, same as this, to be a positive 10x. So 10x times 3 gives me 30x squared. 10x times 3 again will give me my 30x, right? Draw my line, change my signs, negative and negative. This is initially a positive, right? But I changed it to a negative. So now let's bring this down. 5 and 1. First of all, we know it's going to be negative. It's going to be 1 and 81x. Now I got to bring down my 27. Now, how many times does 3x go into 81? It's not going to go into it evenly. So what we'll get is, so let's see how many times that go in. That'd be that's 3 times 81. Let's go ahead and do it right here. That'd be 2, 6, 21. So it'll be 27, right? So now that would be a negative 27, right? 27 times x gives me a negative 81x. 27 times 3, I don't know what that is. So let's multiply it out. Oh, it's also going to be 81 as well, right? So also it'll be a negative 81. Draw my line, change my sign. So 81 minus 27. 81 minus 27 is going to give me 11 minus 3. 11 minus 7 is going to give me 4. 7 minus 2 will give me 54. So I'll have a positive 54. Alright? So this is my remainder. So what I do with the remainder, I'm going to write it in a different color. So let me give you my answer now. My answer will be 2x squared, right? Plus 10x, right? Minus 27 plus 54, my answer, over my dividend. 3x plus 3. So as you see here, I brought everything down and I put my remainder, which is 54, over my dividend. Alright? Everybody good? Example 5 done. Let's go to example 6. Alright. Now, as we look here, now of course, I see it a little quicker than you guys, so let me make sure you pay attention to something. One thing that you want to pay attention to is, I have something to the third power. Whenever I have something to the third power, how many elements should I have? If it's x to the third, what's going to go next? X squared. What's going to go after x squared? X to the first. What's going to go x to the first? X to the 0. Whatever it is. In this situation, I have my x to the third. And let's check off what I have. I have my x to the third. That's there. I have my x to the second. That's there. But I have my 10, which is x to 0. What's missing? I'm missing something. So this is also, I have this. But I'm missing something right here, as you see, my x to the 1. Now, how do I know by just looking at it I'm missing something? Whenever you have x to the third, you should have how many terms? 1, 2, 3, 4. For example, if I have x something, the highest exponent is x to the second, how many should I have? X is a pattern. I should have 3. If it's x to the 1, it should have how many? 2. So as you see, it's always up by 1. So if it's x to the third power, I should have 4. If it's the second power is the highest degree, I should have 3. If the first power is the highest degree, I should have 2. So as you see here, instantly, that's why I can instantly see that I'm missing 1. And now to go back and say, oh, where am I missing 1? I'm missing it at x1. Whenever I'm missing terms, I'm going to replace what I'm missing with 0. Now what do I mean by that? Let me show you. First of all, we know what our dividend is. It's going to be 3p minus 3. We're good there, right? Now, what about what I have here? 15p to the third. What comes next? My minus 15p squared. Now, what am I missing? This x to 1. So I got to put my 0x here. And then I'm going to put my positive 10. Alright? Now, everything now is perfect. I'm good to go. Let's do red. I'm good to go. So back to the same thing we did before. Same process. How many times does 3x go into 15x to the third? We know it's going to go. Let's say I don't know. I'm always say I don't know. 15 to the third divided by 3p. What do I get? I get 5p squared. Instantly I see that, right? 5p squared. Now 5p times 3 gives me my 15p to the third. 5p squared times negative 3 is going to give me my, so let me write my 15p to the third. 15p squared times negative 3 is also, it should be a negative 15p squared. What do I got to do? Draw my line, change my sign. So instantly you see what? These cancel out. I got lucky this time, so this is 0p squared, and I'm going to bring this down. This is also going to be 0x. So right here, oh, it's not x, this is p. I don't know why I'm writing x here, but this should be a p right here. As you see right here, I'm already done. What am I left with? I'm just left with this 10 right here. So I know it's going to be 5p. So when I bring this all the way down, basically everything cancels out besides this 10. So I'm left with just the answer to be 5p squared, right? Plus 10 over 3p minus 3. As you see here, I'm done. There's nothing left. These cancel out. So when these cancel out, I'm left with 0. 0 here and 0 here. I don't have anything else to divide but this 10. 10 cannot go into, 3p cannot go into 10. So that's my remainder. So my answer would be 5p squared, right? 5p squared plus my remainder, which is 10, over my dividend. Alright? This one's pretty simple. This one's not a hard one. Alright, so only thing I want to make sure you pay attention to is the missing terms. Okay, so let's jump to example 7. Alright, now, based on what I just did a minute ago, is there anything missing here? To the third power, anything to the third power, how many do I have? I should have 4. Do I have all my 4? Yes, I do. So, let's jump and set it up. 3p minus 4 divided by 3p to the third minus 31p squared plus 45p minus 13. Alright. So, we back to the same process again. How many times does 3p to the third go into 3p? So I don't know. 3p to the third divided by 3p, what do I get? I get 1p squared, right? So 1p times 3p gives me 3p to the third. 1p times negative 4 gives me a minus 4p squared. Draw my line. And you know what? Let me change color so you can see everything. But like I said, draw my line, change my sign. So this would be a negative, this would be a positive, right? So negative 31p plus 4p would be, let's see, 11, that would be 8, no, not 8, 7. 7p squared and 27p. And what I need to do now, bring down my 45. Plus 45p. Now how many times does 27p go into 3p? I don't know. 27p squared divided by 3p will give me 9p. So that's a plus 9p. So I get 27p squared. And then 9 plus times negative 4 is a negative 36p. Draw my line, change my sign. So 5 and 6 is 11. It'd be 81p. And now what I need to do, bring down my negative 13. So, how many times does 3 go into 27? 3 go into 81. I just pretty much told you the answer, but I'll tell you, we go through it anyway. I don't know. 81p divided by 3p, it actually give you 27, right? Right? These p's cancel out, and I'm left with just 27. So my answer would be, it would be a positive 27. So that would be 81p. 27 times 4. Ooh, I don't know what that is. Let's multiply it out real quick. That's 8. Carry my 2. That's 8. That's 108. So that would be a negative 108. Draw my line, right? Change my sign. These will cancel out. So 10. Oh, and I forgot to do what? Change that to a plus. So 108 minus 13. That's 5, and that would be 9. 95, right? So 8, yeah. So 95. So my answer now, what's my answer now? My answer is just the quotient with the remainder. I'm going to write my answer in green. So that would be p squared, or 1p, whatever way you want to write it, plus 9p plus 27. And then we're going to take this, because it's plus, it's a positive sign, 95 over 3p minus 4. And as you see, we are done. Okay? So, this is how we do, that's how we divide polynomials. If you're stuck, if you don't understand, please do not watch the video only. Actually try to redo these problems on your own. Everybody wants you to make an A. Do these over, practice these on your own so you got them good. Alright? I hope this helps you out. Hope you get an A in your quiz or on your test. And y'all have a good one. That's it.